Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Chicago Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Darrious. We have an interesting topic this afternoon. We're talking about the People's Champ and the guy that some may assume has a leg up in the Chicago Bears head coaching competition. That's Ben Johnson. With that being the case, he has to have a staff with him, correct? So today we're going to talk about five guys, and I added an extra who could possibly be his defensive coordinator. We're going to take a sneak peek and see, what I'm saying, see which guy you guys think. I have my favorite. I want to hear about you guys. We're going to see what you guys think about my list. Number one is no other than Mr. Robert Saleh, former head coach of the New York Jets from 2021 to 2024. He's a proven play caller. Unfortunately, his head coaching stint didn't go as well as he thought it could go. He finished with a record of 20-36. But he's worked under some phenomenal coaches such as Kyle Shanahan, Pete Carroll, and Gary Kubiak. He's currently working with the enemy from the north, the Packers, as a consultant. And it was crazy to see how bad that Jets defense fell off once he departed. Number two is an interesting guy, and he's fresh on the market. That's Lou Anarumo. He runs a 4-3 defense, and from 2020 to 2022, he had a top 3 defensive staff in Cincinnati. He was also the defensive coordinator when they went on their Super Bowl run. You know, the run that beat Pat Mahomes in the AFC Championship game? Yeah, that one. And they had a slow start this season, but as the year went on to the very end, they caught up to what was going on and got stronger as the year went on. Unfortunately, it wasn't strong enough for him to keep his job, but could be a good thing for us because he's a free agent. And it's a possible chance that he can join Ben Johnson if hired here in Chicago. Number three is my favorite because in the NFL, relationships mean a whole lot. And that's Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen, former head coach for the Raiders and the Saints. He also runs a 4-3, and he's worked with Dan Campbell, John Fox, and he led a unit with the Saints that wasn't very good offensively, but they always competed defensively. The defensive guys with the Saints when he was coordinator could not be denied. Now, a good thing about him, great play caller on the defense. And he's a guy that's sustainable. I don't think, because he's already had 2 chances to become a head coach, I don't think that anyone will be knocking on the door, no matter how well he does with us, to ask him to be their head coach anytime soon. So that could be a plus if hired. I think he's the favorite because of his relationship with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell currently works with Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, again, is the front runner to become the Bears head coach. So, you know what I'm saying? The puzzle pieces kind of fit together, if you catch my drift. Number 4 is a long shot. He was a first-year head coach with the New England Patriots. He was one and done, unfortunately. He finished with a record of 4-13, and that's Gerard Mayo. Gerard Mayo was a heck of a linebacker for New England and could be a heck of a linebacking coach for us if called upon. The unfortunate thing about Gerard Mayo is that he was never a play caller on defense on that New England staff. You know, he's abreast with the 4-3 system. Like I said, he was a heck of a player and he could be a heck of a leader, but his head coaching record is not so much, and the fact that he never called any defensive plays, slides him all the way down the list, if not off. Number 5, Jim Leonhard, former DB for the Jets, Bills, Ravens, Browns, and Broncos. He's also a Wisconsin guy. He was a head coach for Wisconsin in 7 games, if I'm not mistaken. But he was also a DB coach and defense coordinator as well there. He currently works with the Broncos as a DB coach. Now, remember what I said about relationships. We have 2 current defensive players on the team now, on linebackers. That's Jack Sanborn. These are former Badgers, Jack Sanborn and TJ Edwards. So it could intertwine, and it could earn Jim Leonhard an interview if nothing else. But he's very experienced. I remember him as a DB, very scrappy guy, played with a lot of heart. Let's see what happens. Now, my plus one. I know a lot of people interested in the plus one. My plus one, because of his former relationship with the Bears, is none other than Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley, yeah, the former Chargers head coach. It didn't look too good with him as the head coach. The unfortunate thing, he runs a 3-4 scheme. Some coaches can be versatile, but I think the 3-4 is his calling card. But the good thing about him, he's a Northern Illinois grad. He started coaching at the age of 24, and he was a former linebacking coach here in 2017 and 2018. He's currently the assistant head coach with the San Francisco 49ers. It may be a long shot, but with his relationships, you just never know. What do you guys think? What's up, Sean? What's up, Trax? Shout out to the chat. Let's see what to say about Lou Amarillo. Could be Ben Johnson's choice, son. I agree with it. Could be. Not a bad choice at all. Like I said, he did lead a unit to the Super Bowl, defensive unit to the Super Bowl. And he was head of a defense that had the NFL sack leader in Trey Henderson with 17 and a half sacks. So that's not bad at all. I wouldn't be mad at that. I just hope whoever's chosen, it's not all about the relationships they have. It's about them doing their due diligence and really bringing a guy in that's going to be hard on the players and going to be a leader. So, we never know. Like I said, my choice in the matter is Dennis Allen. I like Dennis Allen a lot as a defense coordinator. I don't want to judge him off of his Saints stint or Raiders stints because those offenses were abysmal. Dennis Allen, like I said, he's worked under Sean Payton and John Fox. Two pretty good coaches, if I'm not mistaken. I think Sean Payton maybe even a Hall of Famer. But the key cog in it all is Dan Campbell. John Hope. That's another guy I thought about it. Could he be? He's a heck of a DB's coach, that's for sure, and special teams as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did play a hand in some special team coaching as well. But we'll see. Charles Tillman, Tim Jennings, very solid. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Keith say need to do research. Hey, we all doing it, man. We all doing it. We all should get paid by the Bears to do this research on the guys that they're thinking about bringing in here, man. Leslie Frazier. Good one. He's doing it. He did a great job as coordinator. I think he was with the Bills at one point. But yeah, that's a good one as well. Former Bear. But I didn't think they were gonna let him out of Buffalo at one point. What's up, Bruce? What's going on? Bear down, Bruce. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Sean and the rest of you guys for sharing your thoughts. I brought up Brandon Staley. I know some of you guys laugh because the Bears were terrible, when he was here in 17. They wasn't too good at all. But until we got Khalil Mack, things turned around. Yeah, Keith. Dennis Allen's not bad at all. I think he's my front runner. Dennis Allen looks like a mad scientist calling the defense. I don't know if you guys ever watched him, but Dennis Allen's my guy. We'll see what happens, and this is all predicated to see if what's up, Michael? Good afternoon. Bear down to you, bro. to see if Ben Johnson's hired. We'll see. But with that, hey, appreciate it, Bruce. With that, y'all keep hitting the chat up. Let me see what y'all think. I done talked enough on this thing. Can you guys imagine Robert Saleh here? That'll make the city go crazy. Jim Schwartz. Shout out to Slick Sophistication. Sorry, got a little tongue tied. Shout out to Slick Sophistication. Jim Schwartz not a bad name at all. A little bit controversial, but not a bad name. But Robert Saleh in the city of Chicago, I like that. I like the sound of that, but I don't think those guys up north gonna let them ride out like that. Not to come here anyway. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I shared my thoughts. But Cubs and White Sox fan. I'm a little of both. Don't laugh at me, but I'm a little of both. It's not about them winning or losing. I was just kind of raised that way. I try my best to watch both of them equally, and I cheer for both of them equally. You know, my favorite White Sox of all time is Frank Thomas. My favorite Cub of all time is Andre Dawson. So, you know, I'm torn in between the two. That's a good question, though. I know a lot of people pick a side. I just can't. I can't do it. God bless you, Slick Sophistication. And with that, I'm going to continue to do research on this defensive coordinator search, regardless who the head coach is going to be. And I suggest you guys do the same. And with that, I'm out of here. Bear down. Peace to the chat. I appreciate you guys and girls chiming in and checking in on me with the show on this show. Bear down. And hey, we're gonna keep working for this to find